welcome to the Rage Pod. I'm here with the Tara Erickson.
I'm here with E-Bar.
And we're just here.
We're
just here.
We used to say where we rage against the serene
and all the things in between. And then our producer got over it.
She said, cut that. We don't need it. Keep the show moving. And we went,
keep it moving. Keep
whatever
it moving.
you say goes.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's dropped a lot of things from the podcast. We're next.
Yeah.
Tara, we're next.
I know, just like we dropped people because this is a breakup episode.
Yes, it is. Oh my God.
We
Ding, ding, ding. Look at that tie-in.
Yeah, that was good, right?
Thematic tie-in.
Dropping them hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dropping them like they're hot. Good old breakup episode. We've got stories to tell. I know we're supposed to start out with what's got us raging this week, but right now, my Adderall's not working. I drank coffee. I take my vitamins.
What's the vitamin count up?
Yeah,
down to, I should say. What is it down to?
E-Bar, I lowered it, okay?
I know. That's what I'm asking. Where did we fall to?
We fell to like 8. That's a lot.
Hey,
I know.
Guys, everybody, she's gotten into single digits with the vitamins.
This is
a huge, huge moment of progress.
But
let's do a quick, what are you raging about?
Do you have something?
That I'm raging about?
Yeah.
Aside from the Rape Academy?
Yeah, tell it. Just tell us.
Well, you know about the Rape Academy, right?
You mean
with
the website?
Yes.
Where they teach people how to
drug
and R
rape.
women. Yeah.
I love that we like have to fucking say that now, like grape and R, and that's just because we're gonna get like deprioritized algorithmically, right?
I think so. I think it's like the S words we say unalive, and I think maybe the R word can mean a couple different things.
Sure can.
But
according to
maybe
hacks,
you can
retired.
say RAPE. I don't know, but yes, I'm avoiding it to not get demonetized and not to get like...
totally. No, I know. I just think it sucks because I feel like it's then like diluting what's happening. You know
I
what
agree. I mean, we could just say it. They'll bleep it out.
We'll
but
bleep
yeah,
it out. Yeah.
I'm actually absolutely with you on that. I was watching a video of some guy, he was losing his mind. He's like, if you fucking think that this is okay and you're not actually pissed about it, because if it's not all of us agreeing that this is fucked up, then it's fucking
screwed.
None of us.
We're screwed.
And I was like, you're fucking right. So, I mean, apparently him and his friends probably are like, this is the shittiest thing I've ever seen. But like, we're fucked 62 million.
But also like the shittiest thing I've ever seen. It's way fucking more than that. The shittiest thing I've ever seen is when you cut your bangs above the fingers. You know what I mean? That's not
so
a rape.
bad.
A Rape Academy is like a code red. We need to fucking stop what we're doing and immediately like investigate this and make a decision. Like,
Code blue.
Like act like something needs to happen.
I agree.
Like not just like, oh yeah, this is a bummer.
Okay, here's the thing. I just had an idea, E-Bar. Okay, we get into, there's 62 million people who went onto that website. I get now that people are probably like, wait, what? Is this real? And they might be logging on to be like, oh my God, it's real. Like, what is this saying? So, fine, if people are going to argue with me, let's take it down by 2 million are good people and the rest are absolute fuckheads. That I'm like, okay, let's take all of their IP addresses and let's go, like, let's like do a little bit of... Like, we send them, like, the head of an animal in a box, mail it to them, and there's blood all over, and then when they open the box, the feathers come out, and the blood gets on them, and we're like, don't be a rapist and drug people.
I like where we're starting with this, but I think we can get even more creative.
How do we do it?
Like, is it, like, a bunch of confetti, something that takes a really long time to clean up?
Glitter.
Glitter. Glitter.
Yep.
Yeah, I want it to be like they're in their house for a month straight cleaning.
I love this.
Still not getting clean.
And if they get the glitter on their bodies, and we do this to everyone, you're going to know who the perpetrators are walking around with glitter, because you can't get that off your body easily either.
unless they spend a day in West Hollywood. Then how the fuck are we supposed to know who's
then
who?
How do we know? No, none of the WeHo. I feel like the funniest thing about that is that the people in WeHo are probably the safest to be around.
No, I'm saying if the rapists and the glitter go to WeHo, we won't be able to find them.
I agree.
They'll be submerged amongst just a bunch of like
Glitter, it's glitter
like
fest.
lovely LGBTQ community members having a good time with a cosmopolitan and a dance in their step.
That's what I would love to be doing right
I
now. I'm
know.
gonna be honest. You said a Cosmo and a little dance in my step, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow, that seems like fun that I haven't had in a minute."
Yep.
I'll tell you that right now.
The other thing that has me raging, and then I think we have to move
Yeah,
on.
we do.
I feel like we are living in like the dumbest version of a frat, and I am just tired of it. Like, I thought frats were done. I thought like that version of like we were like over that.
Yeah.
But it's like
What makes you say we're living in a frat? Like it.
you've got fucking Cash Patel, who's
Mm,
apparently
go go go
drunk
go go.
more of the fucking time than he's
Yeah.
sober,
Uh huh.
and this is the head of the FBI. They had to send in a SWAT team to find him, to like break in and find him because he
With a
wasn't
battering ram.
answering his fucking phone.
Yeah.
'Cause he's so drunk and, like, passed out. Pete Hegseth trying to fucking use Pulp Fiction sermons like he's the goddamn pope, the hottest scripture from a Roman Catholic mass,
Yeah.
when it's just Samuel Jackson's monologue. And then you've got, Trump trying to pass off that he's a doctor in a Jesus robe, and it's like, just fucking, like, have the courtesy to lie to us better. Like,
Yeah.
it's, like, just not even smart. It's, like, not even it's so cliche. Like, it's just I hate things that are cliche, that are so, like, "Oh, you're
It's low hanging
just
fruit.
who we think that you are," and
Yeah.
that is the most boring of an existence, and this is what we're living in. Let's get into it. Let's
Let's
talk
do it.
about breakups.
Let's do it. Who wants to go first?
I don't who
Wendy,
I think
Ebar?
Wendy goes first
Let's
because we
go.
haven't heard from our air traffic controller on what's going on in her world.
We haven't, and people said that she has a really soothing voice. So, and obviously mine is
Which
very
means we
much not.
don't,
Yeah,
which
I
means
mean,
we
especially
don't.
mine. So, take it away.
So, yeah, we are talking about breakups in our life. And the one I wanted to talk about that brought me rage was a breakup that wouldn't stick, where I had been seeing this person for a couple of years, but things were not progressing, things were not moving forward. He wasn't progressing, he wasn't moving forward. I kind of had laid out, my expectation and where I wanted things to go. And it wasn't received in a way that any proaction was taken. And so I finally pulled the plug, but the person on the receiving end of that would not accept it. So it was breaking up and getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, and finally making the decision to have it stick. But it was really hard when someone on the other end doesn't respect that you want to be apart and they just keep coming back, coming back, coming back. And that was very hard to deal with.
So, in the meantime, because you're saying broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together, because it's a two-way street. So you did agree to get back together during those times because you're kind of part of that equation. But while you were doing that, you sort of felt like there was still no action taken, and you still kind of didn't want to be in that place. So what made you stick for the in between?
I think it's something that a lot of people can relate with where you're like, well, it's not that bad. It's
O
better than being alone.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because what I was thinking about when you were talking about it, do you think looking back because I always think it's a good idea to, like, evaluate how happy you are versus how unhappy you are or disappointed you are, like, can you literally, like, break it down almost to a percentage or a fraction of time? Looking back, do you think that the answer to that question of how often are you happy in the relationship and how often are you sad or disappointed is different than what you thought it was at the time?
I think I knew all along it was 70-30.
I don't think we can live with 30% of happiness.
So did that teach you that if there's no forward momentum that like you're not going to keep going back? Like what was it really truly? Can you like, really think about it? Is it like, "Oh, he had a big dick. He was really nice to me, had a lot of money, took me to nice
Oh my
dinners,
god.
made my favorite drinks." Like, what was it
I
where she's like, "I'm gonna keep going back. We break up, we go back together. We break up, get back together." And then she's like, "I'm
Sorry.
unhappy 70% of the time. So what are we doing here?"
I thought you were saying, what was it that he wasn't being proactive about? Was
Oh.
it that he had a big dick and he wasn't using it?
No,
Uh,
we had good conversations. He was fun. He was funny. He wasn't a bad guy.
so that was it. It's that I mean,
So what
it's
you're
funny.
asking is what do you think kept her there,
Mm,
knowing that
they broke up after that.
she was
She was
unhappy
unhappy.
30% or that she was unhappy 70% of the time, right? Like, so what do you think kept you there?
Complacency. Complete complacency of just, but having the breakup conversation is hard for the person, like, for the person that's getting dumped and for the person that is, doing the breakup. It's a lot of anxiety. You
Of
feel bad,
course.
so I think I just kept putting it off and putting it off, knowing that I needed to do it, and then finally did it. But when he wouldn't accept it, there was definitely, if we look through the lens of rage, it was this rage of like, you are not listening to me. You
Mm.
didn't listen to me then. You're not listening to me now. And that was
Do you know what you
rage
just
induced.
described?
What?
You describe what I say to my fucking 3-year-olds. You're not listening to me. You keep not listening to me. Like in the same tone of voice. And that is maddening.
Yeah, it is
That a
maddening.
fully adult man that has responsibilities and a life, maybe a job, maybe kids, maybe has been married in the past, maybe not, that literally you're spelling out what you need and they just decide to not listen.
I'm mainly curious, what did you learn then?
What I learned and what I try and tell other people is that it's better to be alone than to be with somebody who is not giving you everything that you deserve to live a happy life with an equal partner.
Yep, that is so true. I do think that there was just like, which is also maddening, this idea. He's like, you couldn't possibly not want to be with me.
I don't know. I don't know. Should we call him?
Wendy, you can't tease that because the audience
Because
right
we
now,
want to.
I
We
want
want
you
to
to call
so
him.
badly.
So, like, now the editor is gonna have to cut that shit out because I'd be mad if I was a listener and we didn't call him.
Oh my God, can we get an actor on the phone immediately? This is
Yeah.
just like Ryan's Roses. You want to talk about your breakup
I mean, yeah,
story?
so mine is kind of like through the lens of rage, which this was when you push me past my threshold. I go over, I have dinner with this guy that I'm dating. We meet during the pandemic. I go to his house. Mainly, we were hanging out at my house because I had a studio. So I lived alone. He had 3 other roommates. I go to dinner at his house, have dinner with his roommates. When I had first parked, I live in LA, parking is weird. There was construction, it was like you have to leave at 6 a.m. And I was like, well, that's fine. I couldn't find any other spot. And I also had to go to the dentist. Have dinner, have laughs with the friends, get to know the friends. They're like, we like Tara, blah, blah, blah. Great. I mean, I spend 4 hours there. And then I'm like, okay, great. I gotta go. I gotta get up early, go to the dentist. He goes, okay. And I say bye to all them. Everything's fine. We walk out. And the second we're around the corner near the hedges, he flips his lid and goes, he's kind of behind me. And he's like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew you wouldn't want to stay. I knew it. I knew you weren't going to want to stay here at my place. We always go to
Oh,
your place. And I was like, I was a little bit in shock. I was like, wait, what? And
oh.
I was like, I have to, I'm literally parked in get up at 6 a.m. zone and I have to be at the
So go
dentist
to
in the
the
morning.
dentist. It's not like she's going
Yeah,
somewhere like that anyone wants to go to.
exactly. And it's like, I get it. The dentist wasn't until 9:30 or something. It wasn't at 6, but there was no other place to fucking park. We're in Los Angeles. Come on. It's not like I purposely parked there. Whatever.
That's
He's losing
weird.
his mind and he goes, I don't care. He starts yelling. We are walking to the car and I'm like, it's late, right? Mind you, I said I spent 4 fucking hours and I'm like, you're yelling in the middle of the street. I'm like, be quiet. We're in Los Feliz. Like, people are asleep right now. Like, stop it. And I'm like, "I didn't know you felt this strongly about it." And I was like, "Okay, just get in the car and, like, we can talk." And he's like, "No, I don't even care if anyone hears me." Like, he's, like, losing it. And it's like, "We always, like, go to your place, and I knew you wouldn't care, and I knew that you would judge it, and, like, you're so what? Like, you're just never gonna stay at my place?" And I was like, "Oh my fucking
Project
god."
much?
We get in the car, and I'm like, he calms down. I'm still talking to him, and I'm like, "Okay, so do you want me?" This is not me, but I did really like him. And I was like, "Do you want me to move my car?" Because right now, this is now like a heated talk. And I'm like, we're sitting in the car for another like 15 minutes going back and forth. He's losing his mind in the seat. So I move the
Yeah, it's
car, I
called a
park.
spiral.
My God, spiraling. I park and he is still going. I move the car and he's still yelling, going like, "But I don't understand." He's like, "How does this not make you upset? Like, how are you not upset to see me upset that we always go to your house and blah, blah, blah." And I just went, I lost it. I went, "Shut the fuck up." And I'm banging on this steering wheel and I was like, "Stop it." I was like, "If you want to see me fucking go there, I'm fucking here." And he literally, you should have seen him. He went like this. And I was like, that in my brain, I was like, that's what I wanted. If you're going to push me to this point, you're going to be yelling in my ear. And yet I am literally I'm being like, "Hey, this is not a big deal. I understand. I did not know that you felt this way. I didn't know that you wanted me to come over to your house more." Like I'm being very reasonable, but if you're going to continue to like push me to a level where you're yelling, I went there. And he like flinched and I was like, I wasn't going to hit him, but I was like, "Bro, we
You know what this sounds like, right?
what? Oh my god."
This sounds like when your 3-year-old
Yeah.
pushes you to the brink and you say you
Stop it.
maybe don't use the F-bomb because you don't want it coming back in daycare, and then you get then they're pulled from daycare, and then
Totally.
you have to be with them more
That's what
often.
it was.
But don't like stop, and
Yeah.
you said, "Stop it."
Yes.
And moms get pushed to the like, this is like, so because this is such, like, petulant, immature behavior,
Yeah.
like, in both instances, in different ways and maybe different levels, but, like, yeah, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Also, my big thing is, if he wanted you to stay that badly and he saw that there was nowhere to park, find her a fucking place to park.
Exactly, you fucking psycho.
Find
Don't
her a
wait till we're
place to
outside of the house
park.
and then all of a sudden you're behind me and you're like, "I fucking knew it," under your breath. And then now you're just yelling in the street, yelling in my car, make me move my car. You're still yelling at me. Bro, now I'm at the level where I'm gonna have to show
To
you how
meet you,
upset I
you're
am.
gonna have to meet him, but it sounds like he also maybe had like, there was some stuff going on there.
I mean,
Like,
obviously.
s
Yes.
beyond just, like, feeling upset, feeling hurt, like,
Yes.
there was some deregulation emotionally.
Hidden stuff that he hadn't brought up, that we
Yeah.
hadn't talked about, that I had no idea about. Like,
But I mean, also, like,
other
maybe there's
stuff
some
too.
undiagnosed, like, mental things going on there
Yes.
because that is a complete deregulation of one's emotions.
Totally. Absolutely. I think maybe he might have been like bipolar. I think I might have found that out like way later down the line, but I do remember going, "Oh, I guess that worked for me in my favor because he shut the fuck up and he looked like a scared puppy dog." And I was just like, "I don't want to do this
No, that
anymore.
doesn't
This is
that sounds
unhealthy."
like a 95.5.
Totally.
At
Unhealthy,
that point.
toxic.
At that
I
point.
don't know what just happened. You spiraled. Not okay. I can't handle it. The fact that I would the equivalent was like is like punching a fist through a wall,
Yeah,
except
yeah,
with my
yeah.
words and I'm punching my steering wheel. We can't be doing this right now.
My story is, like, a little bit different. It's like it's kinda looking at what happens in a breakup, what's maybe underneath rage, or of course, I had rage that came later, but I'll just tell you the quick and dirty of it. This was, like, my first really big, relationship, like, where I was really, really in love with a person. I was 21, and we had both spent some time apart, like, traveling, and we came back, and there was, like, a little bit of distance, and it was just, like, it was a time too where, like, you're getting out of college. He was a couple of grades older and, was trying to figure out, like, what he was gonna be when he grows up, like, what he was gonna do with his life, and I knew things were, like, hard, but I didn't think that we wouldn't be together. Like, that was just something that never
Mm.
really truly entered in my subconscious of acceptance. And I remember, like, we were hanging out and, we kinda started talking about things. I just like, as a throwaway comment, I just said, "But, you wanna make things work, right?" Like, not thinking it was a rhetorical question, you know?
Mhm.
Not thinking that he would come back with, "It can't work," which is what he said.
Yeah.
And I literally had one of those experiences where, like, I felt, like, emotionally, like I had been socked in the stomach.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
Gut
"Wait,
punch.
this is really happening." And I do remember in that, like, it was not this, like, there wasn't a knockdown, fight. It wasn't we weren't mean. We had a lot of love for each other, but I do remember him at one point, because it's also too in breakups, like, there's also, like, the big, like, penultimate moment, like, the big, like, climax, and then what happens after? Like,
Mm.
it can get transitions in those situations can get a little weird and awkward, right?
Yeah.
Like, um, and we're just, like, sitting there. Clearly, like, he was really conflicted about it too. Like, we didn't wanna leave this moment. We knew that this was gonna be it,
The
and
end. Yeah.
he kind of, like, gestured to my toenail polish, like he liked it, and I was like, "How fucking dare you compliment me on my style choices in the middle of ripping my fucking heart out?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, "How
yeah.
fucking dare you? I know it's a great color."
That seems like such a why is your brain even there? It's like, were you breaking up with me 2 weeks prior and now we're here and we can look at my nails and
He
say what pretty
just
color they
he
are? Like, what the fucking
right?
planet are you from?
I think he just didn't wanna deal.
Totally.
He was just trying to come up with anything because he didn't also wanna leave yet. Like,
Yeah.
he was going through a, like, "Oh, I feel like I need to make this decision. I'm making big decisions in my life." I was still in college. But it wrecked me, and I guess I'm just bringing that up. I know we're talking about rage. There's all I think sadness and rage are linked, and I probably got M enraged later. It
Mhm.
wasn't like I was so much enraged at him, like, people make those choices, and that
Yeah.
doesn't make them a bad person, but I was enraged from, like, feeling so sad, like,
Yeah.
lost a ton of like, couldn't eat, fucking nailed my classes though, like, straight A's, was
Hell
just, like,
yeah.
so focused.
Sadness will get you somewhere because then it eventually pushes you to where like anger grows later to where you
Mhm.
realize like all maybe the little things that were wrong that kind of piss you off and that you maybe start thinking like why was I so fucking sad, like just get over it and let's do
Yeah, I
life.
was angry at the situation. I
Yeah.
wanted to not be so sad anymore, and I didn't know to your point, I didn't know, like, why it was taking so long to get over.
Yeah.
So that's where my rage was, and that's not me being euphemistic or, like, having rose-colored glasses about who he was a very good he was a good guy,
Yeah.
we had a great relationship. It just
Right.
some relationships end, and it's really fucking sad, and you do need to be mad as well as sad to get on.
All right. So let's talk about why breakups make us unhinged. We did a little like we got a bit back to the science behind it. And then the number one is like your brain registers it as like a rejection. Like
Sure.
that's
Of
how the
course.
rejection as like absolute pain. Rejection is it's the same brain regions as pain. Exact same rejection and pain. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. That makes
Well,
sense."
that makes perfect sense.
Right?
And also, like, it'd be interesting to walk through really quickly, like in Wendy's situation, I think it's how do we respond to pain, right? How do we it's like fight or flight,
Yeah.
fawn, or like denial or avoidance. Like, that's a reaction to not wanting to feel pain to something or not wanting to accept a reality. So that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
totally.
then in your case, it was just pure fight.
Oh, it was fight, and,
Pure
like,
fight.
I would never fight him or really anyone unless they were trying to hurt me or somebody else. Then, yes, I will fight you, but I won't hurt you, but I will show that there is strength there, so
She'll
just
just shiv you,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but she
totally.
won't shoot you.
Ooh, yeah.
A nice
Love
shiv.
love a good shiv. But then it also said that addiction withdrawal kicks in. And that reminds me of like when you're young, where you feel like addicted to that person, because you
Yeah,
were
of
hanging. That's
course.
more like a little bit your story. You're
Of
hanging
course. Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like addicted to being around them and with them. And
Oh,
then that
yeah.
withdrawal, and then you don't know what to do. You can't eat, you feel like you can't live.
Yeah,
And your heart actually hurts. I've been
oh,
there.
100%.
Hurts.
100%. It is like an addiction. You know how, like, the
Mhm.
addicts, like, end up, like, they work out a ton.
Right.
I didn't have the strength to work out, but I did have the strength to, like, study a lot.
Yeah.
Like, to just hyper focus on this other thing, because 'cause you're trying to replace
Trying to
that
escape.
hyper focus that you had on whatever that thing that you were addicted to, and in this case, if it was a person or a relationship.
It's like a drug, like you were just explaining, but like you get obsessive thoughts about your ex, urges to text their social media, or you get like big emotional swings, which like
Yeah.
I don't do that really any. Maybe in my 20s, but now it's like block, hide, delete. I can't. Like we just
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah,
But it says that like rage specifically is threat plus loss of control.
yeah.
And I'm like, so when the breakup happens, it's like the pain mixes with a perceived like rejection. And then everything else in between is like what we think happened, the story we tell ourselves after, which I'm like, yeah,
Well,
you.
because, I mean, loss of control is, like, the trigger of everything. It's
Hmm.
the trigger of all things.
Exactly.
Like, he was in your case, he was, like, flipping out over a loss of control that he perceived to be a threat.
Yep. Did you get the urge to regain control? Because what that's saying is
Yes.
is
Oh,
texting or
yeah.
kind of stalking or setting it up to accidentally run into them. Did you ever do
I
any of
did
that?
one time. I
Tell
knew
us.
he was gonna be at it was a costume party, of course, it was college.
Okay.
But I could have said to myself, "Don't go, you know he's probably gonna be there." And it
Totally.
was like, "You know he's probably gonna be there."
Let's
Yeah,
fucking
like,
go
we're
and
gonna
look hot as
fucking
hell.
go. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's when you finally wore a slutty costume for
I
Halloween.
mean,
The
everything fit
one and only time.
everything fit, everything fit.
But I have to say the one line that I wanted to discuss is like you're not just breaking up with them, you're breaking up the version of yourself that you were in that
Totally, totally,
relationship
totally. You're saying goodbye to an era of your
of
identity.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard, right? That's what I think like makes you kind of not eat where you're kind of confused. You're like, "Who am I now?"
You're emotionally discombobulated. Like, you've
Yeah.
just always like, for a long enough, and whatever it's not tied to a specific number, but for long enough for you, you have known yourself to be in this relationship with this person. It
Yeah.
does become part of your identity, and so it feels like you're cutting out part of who you are, and
Yeah.
that's a loss. You're grieving the loss of what you had with that person and then who you were.
You've reached the Rage Hotline. Please leave us a message.
All right, we got an email from Marisol. I had a situationship for years, late 20s into early 30s. Let's call him John. Intense chemistry, but he would disappear and come back with grand gestures. He was in a band, always serenading me. I was hooked. Eventually, he wanted to be serious. Some people warned me. Even his own friend said, this won't end well, but I ignored it. A couple months in, he suddenly ended it. No explanation, just left. Sent a long apology email after. I never responded. 3 months later, I see him at a festival with a girlfriend. He tries to talk to me. I walk away. Later, he texts me lyrics from Black, Pearl Jam,
Oh.
a song he used to play for me. I was so mad, I smashed my phone. That's diabolical. You send somebody the lyrics to Black by Pearl Jam, that is diabolical. 6 months later, he marries her. Then I find out the truth. He'd been dating both of us for years, deciding who to marry. His friends all knew. That's what really got me, the lying. I finally was able to let it go. 3 years later, I got married, but it took a long time to trust again.
Ooh.
Years. Years? I thought she was gonna say months. And also in the beginning, when you were like, he was doing all these great things, I'm like, heard of love bombing? That's what it felt like.
Absolutely.
I know someday you'll have a beautiful life.
I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky, but why
Jesus.
can't it be mine?
Oh my
That's also
God.
fucking
That's so
cheesy, though.
manipulative.
That's fucking cheesy.
It is not. not cheesy.
No, to text somebody that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the lyrics by Eddie Vedder. I was like,
No,
what?
but like
That is what she is saying.
I'm saying to
just like she thinks the heartbreak make art is cheesy too. That's why she was laughing. But
no,
I'm,
but
I'm
it's not the I love the song Black.
Yeah.
I think that it's that he texts her that like,
Yes.
oh my God.
Yes. It's
You
you know what?
know?
It's kind of condescending.
It's just so on the fucking nose.
yeah.
Like that should have made her unattracted to him.
Well, I'm glad it sounds like she finally got there.
What I would say to her, I would love to know what you learned. Like, can you DM us? Because I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Because now you're 3 years later, we get that takes a while, and most people don't take time after a breakup. Some
It's
people are
good
just
to take
diving
time.
into juicing it right away with other people. I'm curious, like, what did you learn from that?
I really hope someone new listens to this podcast and they think that Tara is talking about like starting to date someone, making healthier choices, working out, like we get juice together. We're juicing at home
Nope.
together. God, I want that to happen so
If
bad.
it's a moment where it's like, if you know, you know, but if you don't know, just an FYI, when I say juicing or juice, most of the time it means kissing or sexing. Sexing.
But not hugging.
That would be such a light juice. No, not hugging. It's a light juice is
That'd be
kiss.
pulp.
It's kissing. Anyway, we should move on to the
So,
breakup
yeah.
edition of our game, yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I have a game for you guys. It's called Okay or Not Okay. And this is when it comes to breakups. Breaking up on vacation.
When on vacation? In the middle? At the end?
Let's say the middle.
Oh God,
I think there's some cases where
say
it's
okay.
okay.
I'm gonna say
I think
okay.
if there's it's cases where it's okay.
I'd
like,
rather not delay.
because here's the thing. I think in some cases you should wait, depending. But if you can get a breakup that's amicable enough that everyone can agree, let's just like have a good rest of the vacation.
See, it's like it gets in muddy waters where people kick the can because they're like, we're going on vacation. Then the next thing is you're like, it's a birthday, it's a
And then
kid's
it's
thing,
Christmas.
it's a holiday.
And then
it's
5
Christmas.
years later, you're still with this person that you don't
Exactly.
want to be with.
Freaking break up on vacation then.
But
That's
yeah,
what I gotta
but I
say.
think you can still salvage the vacation
I
in
agree.
some situations, and others like
maybe go
'cause
get
you're
laid
also
by somebody
sitting-
hot.
Yeah, maybe you guys can agree to like really be broken up and be like, hey,
Yeah.
let's go.
To the bar and act
Or-
single because we are.
Or, hey, we know this isn't gonna last. Like we know that this is over. Let's have fun. Maybe we have like a last hurrah.
Yeah,
Like
last
there's a lot
hurrah.
of because there's a release that comes when you break
Yeah.
up with someone because there's all of that anticipatory anxiety. So that's the problem when you wait is that you're sitting on that.
Totally. So we do it in the beginning of the vacation, then we have the rest of the
Or
vacation to
middle.
figure it out.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of going, it's fine. We're working up to the last hurrah.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, what about changing your relationship status before you tell them?
Oh, not
What?
okay.
No.
No,
You tell them and then you do it. It's like what you do on Love
No, I don't
Island.
like
You
that
don't
at all.
ask the other girl for a chat unless you
It's
tell.
just like what you do on Love Island.
It's true. You tell the guy who is hooked up with that girl that you're going to pull her for a chat out of respect. And then
Oh
you
my
say,
God,
can you
I
go
can't.
chat?
I can't with
Okay.
That's
that.
it.
I can't with
Everybody
that.
knows.
But I think that's so fucked up. Like that's on a level that's like a little bit of an infidelity because you're not giving that person the chance to be in the actual reality that they're in.
Agreed.
What about posting like you're thriving immediately after the breakup?
Ew.
God, you're lying and you're dying inside. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the people out there. Get it together. Cry in your apartment. Scream crying to your pillow. Journal. Tell your friends you're fucking sad. You just went through a heartbreak. Don't
Go
be
out.
fake. Stop
yeah.
faking it. And it
Get a
doesn't-
new outfit.
Oh, he immediately skips to go out, go shopping, get a new
New
dress.
outfit, get a new outfit. And I like thinking it's a dude getting a new
Oh
outfit.
my
like
God.
like a very heteronormative guy finding his
Going to
feelings in
Target,
his clothes.
Getting the pricey jeans.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right,
so
let's do it.
what's the cutoff for breaking up over text? Is it okay to break up with someone over text if
No.
you've only been seeing them for 3 weeks? What about
Yeah,
3 years?
3 weeks is
well, and it
okay.
depends on where you're at in your life. Like I feel like 3 weeks in high school or college is a long time.
Yeah, but
But 3 weeks in
in normal world, I think 3 weeks text
normal
okay.
world.
In
Because
normal.
college kids and high schoolers, they're
Not
not real
normal.
people. We don't consider them real people.
What about breaking up over text or email or on the phone after you've been together for 3 years?
No,
No, you
what?
gotta do it in
No.
person. You gotta at the
God.
very least, do it on a fucking FaceTime, but that's still
Don't be a
borderline.
fucking sociopath. You've been together for a year, you said?
She said 3, I thought.
Oh, fuck right off. That shouldn't even be a question. Next.
Yeah, who's saying that that's okay?
It's the psychopaths.
Or just idiots
Or-
or lazy people. I think
Yeah.
it's someone that doesn't wanna fucking deal with it. Like, they don't wanna take the responsibility and the emotional accountability of doing it. That's what it is.
And
Fucking
we
with you.
all know the answer to this, but I think we all
Well, now I wanna do the opposite. Go ahead.
are guilty of it. Is it okay to continue hooking up after the breakup?
Sure.
I mean, if you guys are both down for it, why not? I
The
mean,
question is not, is it good for you?
Yeah,
The
'cause it's
question is
not.
okay or not okay. Sure. There's no fucking rules.
yeah, let your free
But
flag
is
fly.
it the best thing for you? Who
Probably
knows?
not.
Probably not. Maybe. Maybe you're so moved on. Might not be the best thing for them if you're
Yeah.
moved on and they're not, but
Just don't do it like too many times, right?
yeah,
It's
maybe
like-
maybe there is some physical closure that people need,
I agree.
and that helps. Or maybe it doesn't help. Maybe it makes it worse.
I agree. What
And-
else?
Okay, is this okay or not okay? You tell your mutual friends that you're going to do it before you tell them.
Yeah, I think you need a sounding board. I think that's okay.
I think that the tricky part is that it's a mutual
Mutual,
friend.
yeah.
But
Yeah, you better quit. You better tell the friend, right? And then get quick on it. Like the day after, you better tell them.
I'm not comfortable answering this question. I need more details to the situation.
Oh, God. Fell asleep inside while she was saying that sentence.
That's right.
Give me a break. Any more details? Okay. Well,
Well,
Ebar doesn't.
there's
Ebar,
apparently
I say it's okay.
apparently every situation is exactly the same for Tara. All situations when it comes to love are in a cookie
Are.
cutter formula.
It's true. It's true. That's what makes it easy. And see, you come in with the details and different curves and left
Different curves.
swings.
It's just if the person is like better friends with one and it makes sense that like, hey, we were originally friends. And so I need to like you are my best friend. You happen to have grown a friendship with my partner, but I need my best friend right now.
Well, see, that's exactly. So unless you're a sociopath, the person who's not best friends with that person is not going to go to them, right? You're going to utilize your best friend, tell them, and then be obviously that best friend. The loyalty lies with you first, and then if they went off and told the person to see what's coming, they don't deserve to be your best friend. But I don't think anybody would do that.
She didn't say that. She didn't say that the next step was that the friend who was the
No,
confidant
she
was
didn't.
spilling the beans.
But the question kind of lied, like, is it okay? And I'm like, yeah, why would it not be? Because it just lies with
I
the
just
mutual
think it
friend.
depends on like their nature of the friendship.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You just have to know like if they really are that close with both of you, like is that going to feel even worse for the person that's getting broken up with? That like on top of it, like one of my closest friends knew.
Yeah.
That's the other side of that. So
I got
that's why
you.
I'm like I just feel like we need context, but
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into how not to lose your mind after a breakup. I think the biggest thing is stop romanticizing the highlight reel because in your brain, you kind of remember all the good stuff. Try to
Mhm.
remember why you're there in the first place.
Mhm.
The not good stuff, the pain.
Mhm.
And also, another thing said, like, you should remove access and delay your reactions. So, like, mute, hide, delete, and then delay your reactions to anything that you may see or that they're doing because I think immediately your immediate response is probably if you could sleep on it, it probably would be better, right?
For sure. It's like anything, and that's a good tie into the lens of rage. Like anytime you're raging, which is like on a spectrum, right? Like whether
Yeah.
it's a small amount of rage or a large amount of rage, like take a step back and like try to do something that allows you to bring that down before you make decisions that involve other people
Right. To like drive around and stalk
stakes
them.
or things that feel like they have emotional stakes. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And like another one written down here says, don't turn one breakup into your entire personality arc. And I kind of feel like when you're in your 20s and you go through that and you're
Yeah.
not eating and they're
Yeah.
gone
Oh,
and you
it's
have to
your
like, it
everything.
is
It's
your your
everything.
personality like arc is like the dark phoenix has risen
Yeah.
and I am not eating. I'm drinking. I'm walking barefoot on the Hollywood sidewalk because I got too drunk after karaoke because we are trying to live on
That
the
sounds
now. It's
weirdly
wicked.
very
specific. That
specific.
sounds weirdly
This sounds
specific.
very specific.
I'm talking about me. Yeah, totally. Like I've so been there, and it was my entire personality arc. I will tell you that right now.
But it wasn't this person that was screaming at you for not being
No.
able to find parking.
God, no. I got over that one fairly quick. I was like, well,
Got over it that night.
done.
And I think with breakups too, when you have your heart broken, it really feels so exclusive to you. It feels like the pain, nobody knows the pain.
Mhm.
Nobody knows how hurt you are. And you feel like it's never going to end. And then one day it's just like, poof, the spell is broken. And one day you're just okay again. And it just takes time.
Yeah. And then one day you just read the news about Gaza and I'm like, yeah, this isn't a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything else is a problem now. Yeah, I get
That's who can actually say this is exclusive to me.
Yeah.
I fucking agree, guys. Thanks for listening to The Rage Pod. If you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/The Rage Pod, we would be very grateful. It helps keep the lights on, keeps us here. On YouTube, subscribe. Of course, follow us on Instagram if you're not already doing that. That is where you can DM us. We would love for you to share any of your thoughts with us that you want to about The Rage Pod. It's just The Rage Pod everywhere. We also have theragepod.com, 213-293-5995. You can also call us and leave us a voice memo or text us. Like, we have all the things. So just be in contact.
We have devices.
We do. And it actually hurts us when you don't leave reviews or 5 stars on Apple or Patreon. So if you are listening right now, if you could please fucking pull over and like just fucking do it right now.
I don't care if you're late to work.
I don't. I really don't, because this matters, okay? And I'm about to get rageful about it, and that's why y'all are here, okay? No, but just like seriously do it. 5 stars and like just review it. Write a fucking 1 sentence. Like, we don't care. Just
because we don't want to feel rejected, which is to tie it back to the theme.
And rejection
which is what a breakup
equals pain.
Put on those pink lids.
Bye.
Wait, are you doing a gang sign out?
Oh God! I meant to say bye.
No.
I don't know, Ivar. Was it a gang sign?
I couldn't tell.
Oh
I didn't.
God! It was a gang sign.
I didn't catch it fast enough.
So put a blurry over it. I meant it means it's a star.
White woman.
No, that is not.
Woman
That is
of
not a gang sign.
Instagram.
That's not a gang sign.
I didn't.
We're
See,
fine.
I just
We're
saw
fine.
her
We're
doing
fine.
this.
It
and I was
did look like West Side for a
It's a-
second.
okay.
I'm so glad it wasn't.
Yeah, I live on the west side.
No, you don't.
Don't. Okay, bye.
Bye.